Homes in Sandy are sitting on the market 35 days on average right now, and condos are taking nearly 3 months to sell. That shift tells us something big is happening. Hey everyone, it's Michael Walters here with Keller Williams Utah Realtors. Welcome back to the Sandy Market Watch, the show where I break down exactly what's happening in your local real estate market using real MLS data so that you can make smart decisions whether you're buying, selling, or just keeping an eye on your investment. Today we're covering the May 2026 data, and we've got two separate reports to dig into: single-family home and condos and townhomes. And these two markets are behaving very differently right now, and so understanding both could save you or cost you a lot of money. Let's dig into it. Let's start with supply. In May, there were 129 new single-family listings in Sandy. That's down about 5.8% from the 129 listings last May. Now, year-to-date, we're actually up slightly, 491 new listings compared to 480 through this point last year, a 2.3% gain. So the pipeline is slowly growing, but month over month, sellers pulled back a little bit in May. Here's what really stands out on inventory right now. There are 170 active single-family homes on the market in Sandy. That's up nearly 15% from a year ago when we had 148. More supply means buyers have more to choose from, and that's a real shift from where we were 12 to 18 months ago. Closed sales in May came in at 82 homes, down 7.9% from May of 2025. Year to date, we've closed 314 homes, and that's a 4.3% dip. So sales are slightly softer and inventory is building. That combination typically signals a gradual shift to a more balanced market. Now here's the headline number. The median sale price hit $163,500 in May of 2026, a massive 15% jump from May of last year. That is a huge move in 1 year. Now, I want to be transparent about something that the data itself flags. A single month's median price can look extreme because of the relatively small sample size. What I want you to do is look at the year-to-date median price, which is sitting at $672,500. That's up a much more modest 1.2% from where we were last year. That year-to-date number is probably a better representation of where prices are actually trending. Sellers are still getting 98% of their original list price, up a hair from where we were last year. Homes are going for essentially what they're asking for. And days on market landed at 35 days in May, up slightly from the 33 days last year. What does this mean? Well, for sellers, pricing strategically still works. You're getting nearly full price, but the extra inventory means buyers have options. Overpriced homes will sit. For buyers, you have more choices than a year ago, and the market isn't the feeding frenzy that it was in 2021 and 2022. There's room for negotiation if you're strategic. All right, now let's flip over to the condos and townhomes, and this data tells a very different story. New listings absolutely exploded in May. 19 new condos and townhome listings versus just 8 in May of last year. That's a 137% increase. Year to date, 85 new listings versus 63. We're up 35% year to date on condo and townhome inventory. And the townhome inventory, tripled from 9 to 27. Active listings, that's 200% increase. And the inventory, well, townhome inventory tripled from 9 to 27 active listings. That's a 200% increase. Condo inventory went from 14 to 19, up 36%. This market is flooding with supply right now. And despite all those new listings, closed sales are flat. 11 sales in May, which is the same as last year. Year to date, sales are actually down 12.8% from 47 to 41. So more homes are coming onto the market, but buyers aren't absorbing them at the same rate. That inventory is starting to stack up. Median sales price, and this is where the number that will really get your attention, because the median sale price for condos and townhomes dropped to $371,000 in May. That's down 30% from what we had $530,000 in May of last year. So again, sample size is small, 11 sales, so I want to be very careful about reading too much into 1 month. But the year-to-date numbers also show a significant drop. 371,000 this year versus 475,000 last year. It's a 21% drop. This isn't a data blip. There's a real pricing correction in this segment. Condos and townhomes are taking 94 days to sell in May. That's up 64 days from last year, a 47% jump. Year to date, that number is 80 days versus 52 last year. That means if you have a condo or a townhome in Sandy, plan on it taking about 3 months to sell. What does this mean for condos and townhomes? Well, for buyers, this is arguably the best opportunity in the Sandy condo and townhome market in several years. Prices are down meaningfully, inventory is up, homes are sitting, and sellers are under more pressure. If you want to get into Sandy at a low price, right now it's worth taking a serious look. For sellers, pricing aggressively matters more than ever here. You're competing against a lot of similar product, and buyers have leverage, and the days of getting 98% of the list price are fading. You're averaging 95.9% right now. Work with your agent to price it right the first time. So let me zoom out and tie these two stories together. Sandy's single-family market is holding up. Prices are strong, sellers are still getting close to asking price, and while things are softening slightly, it's still a healthy market. The inventory increase is actually welcome news for buyers who have been frustrated by limited options. The condo and townhome market, on the other hand, is a genuine correction. Supply has surged, prices have dropped, and homes are taking much longer to sell. That's a buyer's market within a market. One last note on the longer-term trend. If you look at the 6-month median price chart going back to 2015, Sandy has been in a period of gradual price appreciation since early 2023 after that post-pandemic correction. We're not seeing the explosive 25 to 30% year-over-year gains of 2021 and 2022, but single-family prices are slowly climbing again. The condo market is a notable exception to that trend right now. That's your Sandy Market Watch for May of 2026. I want to be straight with you about something. I'm not just a realtor who works in Sandy. I was born here, I grew up here, and I still live here today. This is my community. These aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet to me. This is the neighborhood where I know the streets, the schools, the subdivisions, and the people. That's what makes the difference when you're trying to understand what your home is actually worth, or where the real opportunities are hiding in this market. If you're a homeowner in Sandy and you want to know what your specific home is worth right now, especially given how differently the single-family homes and condos are performing, I'd love to help. Text the word snapshot to this number, and I'll send you a free personalized home value report. No obligation, no pressure, just real local data from someone who actually lives here. If this video gave you value, hit that like button and subscribe. I put out these market updates every single month so that you always know what's happening right here in Sandy. I'm Michael Walters with Keller Williams Utah Realtors. Born here, raised here, and here to help. I'll see you next month.